involved students back in 2006 when we were attending Hope College, and we spent a lot of time in DeWitt, being involved in SAC, the yearbook, the radio station, dance marathon. Gave us an opportunity to see the great things about the Student Center, but also a lot of the challenges. And we had developed a love-hate relationship, which in turn gave us a lot of great ideas about what could be in a new, improved Student Center.
As we continued to talk through ideas and have conversations, we actually met with Dean of Students Richard Frost, who encouraged us to write a proposal, put our ideas on paper. So we did just that. We actually did a number of site visits, we did a lot of research and benchmarking, and really looked at what we felt the needs of the students were. And we put all of that information together into a 17-page proposal.
We had the opportunity to spend a morning with President Bultman and Dean Frost and share our vision with them. And it was an incredible time as they really encouraged us, they listened to us, they heard what we were saying and promised to continue working towards that goal. And it's pretty incredible now to be sitting here in this building over a decade later and seeing our vision really coming to fruition. And I know that it's going to serve Hope students for generations to come.
I remember how interested they were in a new student center, or an expansion really of the existing student center, and how prepared they were with drawings and function and the aesthetics of it. They were quite advanced in their thinking. That was an influential meeting. And then of course that was followed by Sherry DeVos, who was a trustee at Hope, asking us if we'd like to go and visit some relatively new student centers around the country. And we went, specifically I remember going to St. Olaf, and really it was on that trip, I think, that we decided that really what needed to be done was a new student center, not an expansion of the old one.
It just felt like a need on the campus when we were looking at all the various buildings, however many years ago that was, and kind of playing chess with all the different building projects coming up. I felt like, I don't know why, I just felt like there was a need for a special place, student-focused, and a place for them to, a hub, you know, where they can meet and greet and have a cup of coffee, something to eat, and just share, and, you know, have a really special place to build community.
In the heart of campus, that was kind of where we envisioned the student center. And so from that planning, we had to wait then until we could get the Jack Miller Center built and then move the department there, and then we could raise that building and start this one. So it seems like a long time ago that we did the planning for it, much of the fundraising, but it had to wait for the right site.
Hope has talked so often about the excellence of its academics, and we also talk so often about being grounded in the historic Christian faith and being a place where spiritual life can be nurtured. But the third leg of that stool has been a caring and inclusive community, and this is a place and a space for that to happen. This is a place where students can come and just connect simply for the sake of connecting.
The big thing it says to me is that students are central to the mission of Hope. Always have been, and I hope always will be.
I love the chapel. I thought the auditorium was just magnificent. And the meeting rooms, they're all different sizes for all different sizes of groups. It's just outstanding. I thought it's about time. We needed it so badly. We remember the other student center, and it just needed to be here for the students.
Jim and Martie were a president and first lady who loved students, but his passion for students also drove the way he administered the college. he had a passion for fundraising, and that brought about facilities that allowed Hope students and faculty to perform at the highest level. And it was all driven by a concern of how can we do the most for students? How do we honor God through excellence?
To God be the glory, and to the students be the joy. It was God's gift for us to be here and to be privileged to serve the students of Hope. And God gave us that gift. And now through so many, He's given this gift to the students. And they'll be so joyful.
Jim and Martie are amazing people, and they were so focused during their whole tenure on the students and on the kids that it really made sense to name it after him. And he was such an amazing president, and he really changed Hope's direction in so many ways, in so many positive ways. And it just felt like a perfect fit because of their focus on the kids. And so I felt like it was just the right thing.
I think it's uncomfortable in the sense that it has our name on it, but the recognition really belongs to a whole team of people. And so we accept it on behalf of this team of people that labored here while we were here especially. But I think of our entire constituency, the Board of Trustees, the faculty, the staff, the students. This is a building that's for them as well. And so we accept it with humility, but also in recognition that we're just privileged to be part of a team of people that labored here at Hope during a time that was important in our history.